Hey everyone. So I went back to go look at the footage and it didn't capture the whole hour that I wanted it to. It captured some of it, but not all of it from the early morning of getting to the blind and everything. I don't know if the camera just got too cold and it just didn't want to record after that or what, but there was like a complete hour that is gone from walking out to the blind and even shooting my bird. So, yep. So I did get my bird. I got my dad. His buddies are out hunting right now. There's at least two toms and I want to say one Jake or three toms and two Jakes out left. And I'll show you guys my tom that I got. Just as you can tell, I shot it in the wing. So I haven't measured the beard, but I'm assuming it's about 9 to 10 inches. It's got about a 3/4 inch of spur. Yeah, so I was calling, gobbling, and waited for about 10 minutes, and they started moving up the fence line that I was at. And that was about 50 yards. I was using Onyx to kind of judge it. And so it's about 50 yards. I'm like, okay, that's probably as far as I want to shoot a bird, about 50 yards. And so I'm like, okay, if they get there, I'm going to pop it. So at a specific point where I was wanting to shoot it, or to shoot them, because they all went up there. But the issue was there was a bush that I didn't see. Well, I did see it, but I thought they would walk in front of it. They ended up walking behind it. So I didn't see them for a good 10, 15 minutes. I thought they moved down the hill. So I was getting ready to move. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to call. So I called and he gobbled. I'm like, okay, so he's still there. So then all of a sudden he comes walking out of that same bush he went behind. And I'm like, okay, he could cross over the fence, so he's breaking that distance. He's about 40 yards now. Then all of a sudden he turns broadside. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. And so I'm getting ready to pull my gun up, and my gun is literally attached to my pants because of the cold and how much snow we were getting that time. It was dumping pretty good. I couldn't even see if it was a male or female, just because I couldn't see the bird or the beard. And so when he finally turned broadside, and I saw the beard hanging down, I'm like, okay, here we go. So I pulled the gun up, aim in, and I can't even see the bead or I can't even see my sights because it's just my gun is just completely snow covered. And I get ready to fire it, and he turns again, and I end up clipping his wing. I get up, start running for it. He's flopping around, trying to fly, and gets back over the fence. I hop over the fence. I fall over on the other side of the fence because barbed wire, and I got myself caught on it. Smart. I know, right? And it goes about another 50 or so yards into these bushes, and he's like thinking, okay, he's out of the woods, and yeah, I put an end to him right there in the head, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't like seeing animals, struggle for life. Looking back, I probably should have just held my water a little bit and not pull the trigger so freaking quick. But you know what? That's hunting for you. Live and learn. Next time I'm gonna hold my water, wait till the bird gets a little bit closer to make sure I actually have a nice clear shot. Because yeah, I don't like putting animals in pain. I'd rather just take care of it quick and easy. But he did make me work for him, that's for sure. They were gobbling on the entire day pretty much. From God, I think I ended that one video. The first video, about 5 minutes later, that's when they all started gobbling together. And I sat down by a tree, and I'm like, I didn't even think I could make it to my blind, because one, I didn't really know 100% where it was at. And it sounded like the birds just were like right below me getting ready to come up, because that's what they usually do. They'll come straight up and head towards the cabin. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just wait here. At the spot. And I'm like, nah, I should probably just go to the spot and see what's going on. So I did, got to the blind, and looked out, make sure it was cleared, and sure enough, there was 3 or 4 turkeys about 80 yards away. And I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm getting this blind, because I got to zip it up just to get into it, and that's going to create a whole lot of noise, and they'll probably see me. So hunker down right next to a tree, set my GoPro in the snow, and yeah, I was probably there for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. I believe I shot my bird at 7:30 in the morning. So good early morning bird. Now I'm just letting them get their birds. I was just out and about trying to help one of my dad's buddies, because he's using a bow. But they were just playing the ring around. They would go towards his direction, and then back towards my direction, back towards his, and back down the drainage, back up the drainage. They just didn't know what they wanted to do. It was crazy. Good hunt though. Good hunt. I'm probably gonna come back up next week with my son and bring him out hunting with me. He doesn't have his hunter safety yet, so he can't hunt just yet. Hopefully next year I'll get him enrolled so we could hunt together. But yeah, I'm gonna head back today and dress my bird. Just waiting for everyone to get done, and we usually do pictures and stuff like that. I want to show you guys something pretty cool. So my dad has been hunting with these guys for probably over 20 years. Hopefully don't get mad if I do this. So they have this Tweety Award. So this goes to the one with the smallest bird of that year. So it's Kevin, Phil, and Brian. Brian's my dad. Stacy hasn't been hunting with them for quite a while. But that's a little fun thing they do. No one wears it. They used to, whoever had the smallest bird always had to bring it back the next following year, and they always get people's names written, finished on it. But it's a pretty cool thing. I definitely like to bring that back for them somehow. But we shall see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to eat lunch and see what the heck is going on. So I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day and have a great weekend. Peace.